There we go. There we go. I gotta pick up the pace because that took so long. I'm over here trying to make classics in a freaking hour. Who thought of that idea?
This is a classic.
Hey, I'm DaViinci and welcome back to my channel. This is the second episode of Theme Beats where I take two words, an adjective and a noun, use that phrase as the theme to inspire my beat. So let's see what we got today. All right, so now I'll get my random adjective. Bumpy. Bumpy, bumpy. That's kind of fun. I never made a song with bumpy in the title. Probably something to do with rhythm, I guess. Let me see what the noun is. Well, actually, gotta look up the word. Somebody doesn't know what bumpy means, so yeah, you know I'm talking to you. I just gotta make sure we're on the same page and I'm not missing something. Uneven, with many patches raised above the rest. Or of a journey or other movement involving sudden jolts and jerks. She took us all on a bumpy ride. Okay, let's see what the noun is. Wind. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's on theme. I almost want it to be more difficult for me, but I may or may not be catching a plane tomorrow, so no bumpy wind, please. No bumpy wind. Let's get it all out of the way here. Just make it into a song, and it will never have to exist. Wind. Definition. It's like, you don't know what wind is? The perceptible natural movement of the air, especially in the form of a current of air blowing from a particular direction. The wind howled about the building. Or, breath as needed in physical exertion or in speech. Oh, like getting the wind knocked out of you. Okay, that doesn't change my music at all. Bumpy wind. All right. Simple enough. I will put the words up right here. And then I'll start my hour timer, which I forgot to mention in the intro. Hopefully you saw the first video. I'm going to give myself an hour to make all these theme beats because producers got to make stuff fast, A. B is good practice for me, so I'm not sitting around overthinking stuff. And C, there is no C. I'm going to start my timer now. I have 1 hour starting now. All right. So first I'll pick my sounds and then I shall show them to you. So let me get into Splice. I'll move my sounds over to Fruity Loops Studio. That's hard to say. Fruity Loops Studio, FL Studio. And I'll let you know what I think of. All right, I got my sounds. It's been long enough, eh? 10 minutes in. That's not good. Well, I was conflicted on how to... on these simpler challenges, these simpler phrases, they're actually more tricky because it's like if I don't make it sound like the actual theme, then you're going to be like, wow, this guy sucks. So it's really got to sound like bumpy wind. So anywho, my first three sounds are windy sounds, I would say. So two of them are flutes. Here's one. So that one's kind of has its own built-in pattern to it, melody. But I'm just going to cut it off a little bit and layer it and change the notes. I got some ideas to make that thing my own. Make it sound cluttered like turbulence or something. Second sound. Regular flute. I'm going to play that real low to complement the first sound. And then I got this. And over to your left, you're going to see some beautiful whales doing backflips out of the ocean. And then I have What? Why did I get this sound? I think I was thinking, oh yeah, I think I'm going to put that in the drum part somewhere, but it just sounds like friction, like maybe air friction. Like if it sounds like wind would feel pulling on your skin or something. I don't know what I'm saying. You know, it's like, I don't know. It just sounds like friction. All right. Just leave me alone. Next one. There's my snare. I'll just use this rim instead of a snare. It's really quiet. And then my hi-hat, I'm going to do something offbeat with that to make it bouncy or bumpy, if you will. I'm going to combo that with the rim. You'll see every once in a while I'll make it thicker. I don't know why that was the bumpiest sounding kick I could find. Oh no. All right. And then my bass. Second video in a row I'm using a real sounding bass, but I'm just thinking like a little slap bass that sounds a little bit bumpy, like bow bow down bow down bow down, something like that. So let's get started, shall we? All right. That was creepy. All right, there's some wind essence. Now on to the second wind instrument, also known as a flute. So the second flute, I have it fading out volume-wise for each 4 bars. So it just sounds like the wind fading a bit. I don't know if you can see all the volume bars with the words there. Here you go. All right, you get the gist. All right, this sound should be easy. Just have to find the right note.
2,000 years later.
There we go. There we go. I gotta pick up the pace because that took so long. I'm over here trying to make classics in a freaking hour. Who thought of that idea? Ooh. That sounds bumpy, don't it? Most important instrument to this whole idea, besides the flute, I guess, is this hi-hat being offbeat, making it bumpy, like like a little J Dilla type of a bounce. And you might see a pattern here. I like to pan my hi-hats randomly. Keeps them interesting and bouncy. Next, I have this weird sound. And I had an idea for it in my head, so I don't remember what the idea was, but I think it's somewhere in between the hi-hats. So let me just boop. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. Turn it down. Add some more of them. can feel the wind pulling on your skin or something. Sounds like a fart. Baseline time, baby. And I have 20 minutes. Not too bad, not too bad. Got to line all this stuff up on the playlist and make an actual song with all these ideas. So let me hurry up and get done with this bass. And we gonna move. All right, this little glitch sound is kind of pissing me off. It's too loud. So I turned down the effect. I'm gonna turn up the bass. So now I got all my pieces. Time to put it on a track. Okay. As you can see, some time has passed, and since I finished early with the main idea, it allowed me a lot of time to just work on each instrument, the volume levels. I put a little bit of effects on stuff, like making the bass sound bassier, I guess. Making the background flute more fluty. No. Reverb on that. And just change the tone of some. I tuned my hi-hats so it blends better. So anyway, I'm all done now. Pause the timer, and you can have a listen to Bumpy Wind. Tell me what you think. That air friction hits, yeah. There's the bumpiness. There you have it. Bumpy Winds. I hope it sounded windy. I hope it sounded bumpy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did I do a good job? Obviously, I'm going to try to keep getting better every single episode. So stay tuned for the next theme beats. Peace.